And welcome back to the XL Arena here at London 2012 for another of the women's sitting volleyball matches. This is the other classification 5 to 8 match. Already seen Great Britain go down to Brazil, so Brazil into the 5th and 6th place playoff, and now it's the turn of Slovenia and Japan, winners to the 5th and 6th place playoff. The losers will play off for 7th and 8th position. So the winners will play Brazil, the losers Great Britain. And first point goes to Slovenia in the green. And they serve again and also win the second point with one of the players of the tournament there, number 1, Burnout Goltnik. Very, very high reach, 145 centimetre reach. Makes her a formidable opponent. And in terms of pure ability, she's the highest ranked player out there. 2-1 now. And in fact, she's the 5th ranked in the entire tournament before this latest round of matches. So Japan with the serve, having won the point back. Both teams using their libero in these early parts of the match. That's a good point, and well, just kept alive by Gojnak, the number 8, and Gojnak tips over again. And it was in. Well, I didn't have the best view of that. I thought that had just drifted wide of the sideline, but that was called in. Oh, yeah. Definitely on the line from the Japanese number 6, Ogata. And it's 2 apiece now. Osada and Ogata again. And this time the spike is out. And it's a Slovenian point. The previous game that we've witnessed, Great Britain and Brazil, just a little bit of a damp squib in the sense that Brazil were just too strong for the host nation. So a marvellous match between Slovenia and Brazil in the group stage. I think this will be intriguing. I haven't yet seen Japan, but well, that's 4 touches, that won't count. Smiles all around, but that was 4 touches from the Japanese. 4 fingers lifted in the air by the 2 officials tonight. 1 from Great Britain, 1 from Canada. And a point to the Slovenians. And now the serve from Kotnik. That's a good, powerful serve, and the Japanese libero could do very little about that. Awano. The libero, by the way, for those who are watching their first sitting volleyball match, each team can have 1 among their players. They don't have to use them as specialist defensive players. Not allowed to play any attacking shots. Kotnik again serves. It's a really good serve. This time the Japanese do scramble the ball back. Tomic up into the air. Wonderful spike. Goltnik earned out, and nothing the Japanese could do about that. Kotnik to serve again. That's 2 touches. That was out, just drifted out. It's a point that the Slovenians really should have won, I think. And now that point has been reversed. That point has been reversed. So 6-3 goes out to 7-2. And it is Kotnik again to serve. Well, her serve is causing a lot of difficulty for the Japanese player. She's not in the best service table, isn't Kotnik. There are a couple of Slovenians in it. Alenka Irsic is the main server for them in terms of winning points on serve. She's actually ranked 3rd in the competition. Timeout at the moment. Gotnik Ernaut, who you saw a moment ago, the number 1, the captain of the Slovenians. She's one of the minimal disability athletes. On their roster, Slovenia have actually got 3 minimally disabled, and the Japanese just 1. It doesn't matter too much in the sense that you can only use 1 at any one time. Kotnik serve again. And this time an offence by the Slovenians. Hands a point to the Japanese. The ball just touching the deck, I think, there. Needed that point, the Japanese. They're finding it tough here in the early stages. Well scrambled back by the Slovenians. Oh, great block. Great block. It's Slovenia's point, that. Irsic with the block. Gabracek goes off, the libero for the Slovenians, and Japan win another point. Brings them to within 5 of the Slovenian total. Oh, very good set and spike, that. Shows the benefit of just varying the tactics. Asada to serve again. That was just a delicate little winning point, winning shot. Oh, the Japanese libero going with that for that ball with her feet, but you can't do that anyway. Just adding a little humour to proceedings. Awano, her football skills, her soccer skills, not quite up to the standard of her volleyball skills, but there's a point for the Japanese. Cut the deficit by 1. 10-5 Slovenia lead now. Japan to serve. So this match is being played in a tremendous spirit. Got to get this back. Oh, well played, good point. Kaneki of Japan with the winning touch. That was a good point all round. Slovenia's point there. Great block from Yakin. Right at the net. This sport actually, it's been around a long time. Emerged in the Netherlands in the 1950s, so getting on for 60 years old. Is a combination of the usual sport of volleyball and a German game called Sitzball, got very popular in the 60s. And it's now played in more than 50 countries around the world. 10 men's teams represented here at the Paralympics and 8 in the women's. Japan mounting something of a fight back here against Slovenia. Libero Moana did really well to keep that move alive. And then Kotnik, again, more football skills, but that is not legal. Nishi to serve. And Slovenia through Kotnik win that point. Just reassert their authority. The XL Arena. Plenty of height on the serve there from Yakin. That was out from Kotnik out. So Japan again, back to within 4 points of the Slovenians, who started well. No, that didn't quite come off. That wasn't quite what the Slovenians were intending. 12-9 they lead. It's been quite a response from Japan. It was almost inch perfect. Oh, wild, wild. And despite the fact that Gabricek, the libero for Slovenia, puts her arm in the air, hoping against hope that a Japanese player had deflected that out. That wasn't the case. Ochapek. Well, it was wild, wasn't it? It was way, way out. And the Japanese women back to within 2 now of the Slovenians. Make that 1. Well, the early signs were that Slovenia would dominate this game. But it just goes to show you never can tell. We have a timeout with Japan 11, Slovenia 12. Japan to serve, just a point in it now. Well, that has been a tremendous fight back from Japan. It's 12-12 now. And then Okahira's serve lets her down. British officials saw an infringement there by the Slovenians, so 13 apiece. First to 25, remember, best of 5 sets. If it's 2 apiece, the final set is up to 15. Kaneki to serve. Good set and spike from the Slovenians. Quick response from the Slovenians. First touch over the net, and they move into a 1-point lead. That's Slovenia's point. It was a great spike that. It was going in from Ordinat Goltnik. Went out, but only because a Japanese hand got to it. So they got it back to 13 apiece, the Japanese. But Slovenia just hit the front again. 2-point lead. Kotnik to serve once more. It's another good serve from Kotnik. Another timeout called every time Sasha Kotnik gets to serve. It seems that Japan have no answer. They have to wait for the mistake. So valuable in that role. He's got the shortest reach of the Slovenian team. Virtually the shortest block as well. But Kotnik is a fine server. In from Agata, in. I think the Slovenians were arguing that they didn't touch it, but I don't think the ball went out. I think it was correctly called in. Agata, who's the minimal disability player for Japan there, number 6. Wonderful spike there from Goltnik out. Gosnak to serve, 17-14, the Slovenian lead. Asada on the spike, but that's not over the net from Agata. 18-14. Japanese from a long way behind, pull back to 13 apiece, but now the Slovenians just hit the front again. Gosnik to serve after the timeout. Great shot earn out. Well, they've pulled away again, haven't they, Slovenia? Almost as if they're toying with Japan. Another timeout called. Well, that's Simon Bozic, you can see. Big fella, the coach of Slovenia, assisted by Adolf Ernaut. Gojnak serve 2014. Good recovery from the Japanese, but not the second time. Fine point, superbly won by the Slovenians. All started by a good serve from Gojnak. Well, from 13-all to 22-14. Well, don't discount the Japanese. They've clawed back one big lead. Trail by 7 now. The Slovenians need only 3 points to take the first set. It was a good effort, that, from Bernat, but it's Japan's point. 16-23, the Japanese to serve. And another Japanese point. Garter serve. Good recovery from the Slovenians. Likewise from the Japanese. The set and spike. And the point to Slovenia. Set points there for Slovenia. Tomic serves, but it's long. Tomic going for broke. Second set point. And that's long as well from Kotnik. It's almost as if the Slovenians are going for glory. That's much better, much more structured from Slovenia, and they take the first set by 25 points to 19. Well, credit Japan for the way they fought back. They were a long way in arrears, brought it back to 13 apiece. Then they were behind 22-14 in the end. They lost 25-19 in that first set. Short interval, and then back with the second set. But first blood to Slovenia, 25-19. Kaneki then of Japan to get us underway in this second set. This the women's 5-8 classification. Winners the playoff for 5th and 6th place against Brazil. Losers for 7th and 8th against the host nation Great Britain. Long, ever so slightly long, well left by the Slovenian women who took that first set 25-19. Reminder, you can watch us during these games at paralympic.org. Paralympic.org. Oh, that was a superb block. Hard to tell from here which side of the net that came down on. My initial reaction was that that was a point for Slovenia, but well done, Kaneda. One apiece, she has the serve. Pushed to the back of the court by the Slovenians. Garter gets it back. Now Japan set the spike. Beautiful block from the Slovenians. You can join us on Facebook at facebook.com/Paralympic Games, facebook.com/Paralympic Games. Or you can follow us on Twitter at Paralympic on Twitter. 2-1 Slovenia lead. They serve. Terrific point again. Borden out with the spike. Should also let you know that we have the quarterfinals starting tomorrow of this event, the sitting volleyball. First two quarterfinals tomorrow morning, British time. I'll be watching those. Some more action early morning in the sitting volleyball. Hope you'll join us. It was a terrific sporting spectacle. Slovenia rattle into a 4-1 lead. Good point this, and then put out wildly by Slovenia, was it? Well, I think they got lucky there. I think that ball would have gone out anyway, but Ordinate's shot was touched by a Japanese player. Yep, touched by a Japanese player. And another point to Slovenia. 5-1 they lead. Great point. They're really starting to find their form now. Slovenia out into the lead by 6 points to 1. Timeout called. Kotnik to serve again. Nishi spike wins the point for the Japanese. Shio Nishi is the top-rated Japanese player, with the exception of the minimal disability Ogata, who's the number 6. The ball's put out again by Urnaut, who's very much the main woman for Slovenia, even though she's now 47 years of age. Kotnik, and then the ball back from Ochepek. Well, Japan had fought back again to 6 points to 3, but that point goes Slovenia's way. Well played the Japanese there. We're back to 7-4, the deficit now. Kaneki. Japanese point. Well, far too powerful, well placed as well by Urnaut. Timeout then. Urnaut to serve then. Kaneki gets the ball back, and it turns out to be a winning shot for the Japanese. Kaneki, who is 30 years of age, from the Kobe Jets. Good scramble from the Japanese. Slovenians go very, very wide and win the point. Good shot there from Ochepek. Not much Asada could really do about it. Tomic to serve once more. They did well to get that back, the Japanese. Konecki's mistake. She doesn't look too despondent about it, does she? Well, Japan win a point back. Okahira's serve. And that was in. 11-7 Slovenia. Which way is this point going? The ball went miles out, but the appeal is that it touched a Slovenian hand. I don't think so. Judges don't think so anyway. Yakin throws the ball very high. It's just touched back over. Good shot from Asada. Well, the Slovenians seem to have a permanent lead, but they can't shake off the Japanese. They're hanging in there. Konecki's serve. Good shot from Agata. Well, the Slovenians should really have been able to get that back, you felt, but credit to the Japanese. Good serve. So Noriko Kaneda will try again. Gabrus check. What a shot from Agata. Minimal disability athlete from the Tokyo Planets. Slovenians one set up and now 16-11 in the lead. Timeout called. Well, it takes all sorts, I suppose. A remarkable way to dress at the Olympics. There's Simon Bozic again, the Slovenian coach. So 5-point lead for Slovenia, 16-11. An infringement there at the net, so that's going to be the Japanese point. Saito of Japan to serve, good serve as well. Tempted, Tomic into playing at that. Then they divert it towards the crowd, so Saito will go again. (17-13) then, Goznak to serve. The Japanese win the point. Goznak, by the way, 50 years of age. Plays for the Somarashnik club in Slovenia. Just 3 points in it now. Agata with the serve. Ordinates is there. Great block from the Japanese, and that was just inside the line. Agata will serve again. And the margin now just 2. It was a great shot. Slovenia's pointing to creep closer to that magic 25, which will mean the second set. That's out. There was no Japanese touch there, so it's a point to Japan. Back to within 2, 16-18. The Japanese to serve. Two touches from the Slovenians, so Japan bring it back to within 1 now, and the Slovenians unsurprisingly call a timeout. Good set this. Japan to serve, trailing by just a point. This to level it, but that's out from Kaneda. Now Ordinates, who is the minimal disability player, or one of them, has gone off, and Terpuk, the number 13, Terpuk Rudi, has taken her place. Ordinates gets through a lot of work. She stays on court a long, long time. That's a feature of all the matches, not just this one. (1917) Slovenia lead. And that's Slovenia's point. They desperately tried to defend the Japanese there. Four of the women all set off for that ball. Saito couldn't reach it. Nishi does really well there. But Okahara had almost got in her way, but Nishi manages to win the point. Okahira now will serve. Japan trailing by 2. They just can't get ahead in these sets. Very delicate from Kotnik, and Japan have another point. Oh! How wild was that from Ochepek? It's 20 apiece and Japan have the serve. So Jebel and Terpuk Rudi, minimal disability player. She wasn't on long, was she? Because back comes Ordinates. Number 1 there, 20 apiece. Well, they tried something a little bit special there from the serve. Tried to deceive the Slovenians and it didn't work. Credit to Ochepek though. Yakin serve, 21-20. What a good set this has been. Good shot. Beautifully set and beautifully spiked by Ordinates. They caught up at 13 apiece, having been behind in the first set, Japan. But then Slovenia just edged away, and they caught up at 20 apiece in this set. But again, Slovenia have edged away. They cannot get into a lead at all. Another timeout. (22-20) then to the Slovenians. It was delicately tipped back over the net by the Japanese. Good block from the Slovenians. Ogata. Oh, got to get it back over. Japan's point. Well done, the Japanese women there. Kaneki to serve. Kaneda, you may have seen with one finger up, saying one more point to get it back to 22 apiece. Asada about to come on. Could hardly be closer. 21-22. Good serve. Ordinate returns. Japanese in trouble here. Slovenian point. That was 4 hits. So Slovenia with the serve and 2 points away from a 2-set lead. Očepek will serve. Very, very poor serve from Očepek. Most uncharacteristic. We've got the serve, so the libero coming off for Japan. Kaneda, it is to serve. It's a really vital point, which is won by the Slovenians. Ornaut's faint touch just inside the line. Set point. That was clever. (24-22) set point. Well, I wasn't sure whether there was a touch. I think the Japanese women thought there was a touch, but the officials say no. And the Slovenians have taken the second set as well as the first. It's been close, 25-19, and now 25-22. 2 sets up now, Slovenia. They need one more. We'll be back shortly. Očepek to get us underway then. The Slovenian number 6 in this third set. Slovenia 25-19 and 25-22. And they take the first point. Momentary lapse of concentration there at the start of the third set from the Japanese. Just wonder whether that will have, as we say in Great Britain, knocked the stuffing a little bit out of the Japanese as the Slovenians go 2-up. The fact that they came so close in that last set. Well, reasonably close in fairness in both sets. Good serve again from Očepek as well to reach that ball with a left fist, and then Ordinates wins the point again for Slovenia. Well, we've seen Japan come from quite big deficits to level the scores. They just can't get their noses in front in any of these sets. And that's Slovenia's point as well. Ball touched a Japanese hand there. Number 8, Kaneda. It's a good shot from Asada. Bit of a scramble there for the Slovenians, and that's the first point in the third set for the Japanese. But immediately Slovenia hit back, ball well out, and 5-1 now to Slovenia. Kotnik to serve. Her serves in this match, throughout this match, have caused the Japanese problems. But this time the Japanese win the point. Lovely spike from Agata. That's a good serve. And that's the Japanese point. 2 touches from one of the Slovenian women. And they're edging back into this third set. 5-3 they trail. Japan to serve. Kaneda's serve, but wasn't a great serve that. And Ordinates makes light work of it. Powerful serve from Gojnak. Point one again by Ordinates. Really has been one of the most striking players at the tournament, Ordinates. (7-3) Gojnak to serve for Slovenia. Slovenia's point 2. The official saw something there that I have to confess I didn't see. So timeout, 8-3 to Slovenia, and they lead by 2 sets. Goshnak's serve then. Japan's point though. 8-4 they trail now. Sada's serve deep. Good serve that. That was a bit wild from Ogata. And Slovenia handed back the initiative there, thanks to that mistake. 9-4 now, Slovenia lead. Now 10-4. Captain Nishi just having a word. That appeal though rejected. 10-4 it is. Japan calling a timeout. They're trailing by 11 points to 4 in this third set. (11-4) then the Slovenian lead. And deftly touched over the net there by the Japanese number 3, Okahira. And right to the back of the court and in. Japanese point. 2 touches by one of the Slovenian women. And got it back to 6-11. But it wasn't that last shot, was it? It was the one before from Yakin. Gabra's checked the libero. Good scramble. Good point. Oh, good point. Well done, Japan. That was one of the best points of the match. That's another point. No, that's a point for the Slovenians. Well, that's why the officials are right at the net, because sometimes with the speed that the ball's travelling, I didn't see a Japanese touch there, but clearly they got one. 12-7 then Slovenia lead. They're serving, despite the fact the arrow's on the wrong team at the moment. Japan win that point. Back to 12-8. I think Gabricek thought that was going out. Really good serve to the back of the court. Gabricek had no answer to that. Only 18 years of age, by the way. A number of these players, without wishing to embarrass them, are reaching the ends of their careers, if you like. But Gabricek is not one of them, and Japan are not wilting here. And they're fought back to trail by just 2 now, and Slovenia call a timeout, and I don't think that's much of a surprise. Japanese serve, they trail by 2. Oh, some work to do here for Slovenia. Now the deficit is just 1. They are hanging in there. Nishi to serve again. Out from Oczepek. 12 apiece. Japan have fought back here. Well, in fact, that point has been reversed. Umpire has ruled that there was a touch there. So 13-11. Another point one from the Japanese. I was about to say, when I thought it was 12-all, it was initially put up as 12-all, but you have to admire the spirit and the desire and the determination of the Japanese women, because I don't think in terms of natural ability they are quite as good, quite as athletic as the Slovenians, but they really have hung in there. Another point to Slovenia, 14-12. That's a good serve. That's a good shot. Kaneda for Japan with the spike. Unreturnable. Well, no one's getting that back. Kaneki serves a good one. Japan's point, 14 apiece. Japan determined to take this into a 4th set if at all possible. Kaneki to serve. That's hit the deck. Slovenia point, Ornat with the spike. And although Japan did return it, that ball had clearly touched the ground. Kotnik, that was a good serve again. Agata. 15 apiece. They are neck and neck. It's point for point here. Agata, and just off the fingers of Earnout, deflected it. That's a Slovenian point, surely. It hit a Japanese hand. 16-15. And another timeout. Match very much, well, not the match so much, but this set certainly very much in the balance. Gojnak to serve, 16-15 to Slovenia. Great block from Tomic. Slovenia lead by 2. Good block again. Defenders scramble, return back to the Japanese side of the court. Agata smash, and then it's sent back by another Slovenian block, and their lead is now 3, and they're 7 points from victory. Into the net from Kotnik. Asada's serve with Japan trailing by 2. Oh! Well, that must have nearly knocked out Ogata. Ordinate serve. It was a good block, but it went out. Wojciech got both hands to it. Actually, in the end, she didn't, did she? She just got her left hand to it and not diverted it out of the court. 19-17, Japan trail by 2. Desperate defense, make that 3. It's 20 points to 17 now to Slovenia, and they are 5 points from victory. Oh, good block again. Kotnik, the number 10. Japan calling this time out. They're trailing by 4. And perhaps more crucially, Slovenia only 4 away from a 3-set victory. Tomic then to serve for Slovenia. Lovely touch. Lovely touch from Yakin. 3 from victory now. Tomic again. Deep serve. Great shot from Kotnik. 1 touch too many. 23-17. They are 2 points from victory here, the Slovenians. Good return from Ernad. Oh, and again, oh, they can't quite scramble the ball over the net, and Japan have the point. Japan trail by 5. Slovenia still need just 2 points for victory. Good shot from Kotnik, nice and delicate. It hit the floor. They have match points now. 24-18. So from Yakin, lovely from Japan. Really nice from Kaneki. But of course you can score on your opponent's serve as well as your own. So still match points. And that's out. That's out. Despite the fact that they're celebrating, the Slovenians. Well, they said it touched a Japanese hand there. And I agree with the officials. I don't think it did. But still match points, and they've won it. The serve was long, and they've won it by 25 points to 20 in the 3rd set. And the Slovenians will go on to play the Brazilians in the 5th and 6th place playoff. And I can tell you that's a repeat of a match, a 5-set match I saw in the group stages, and it was a terrific game. So that will be worth watching. Slovenia against Brazil to play off for 5th and 6th. And Japan will now play the host Great Britain for 7th and 8th. Confirmation of the score there, 25-19, 25-22, 25-20. Slovenia have won this. It's a late night in London. It's an early start for the sitting volleyball. I'll be back with your first two quarter-finals tomorrow morning. Early doors. Join us then, won't you? Sitting volleyball quarter-finals 1 and 2 in the morning tonight. Congratulations to the two winners, Brazil and Slovenia, who have beaten Japan here by 3 sets to love.